Hello everybody, today I'm going to be walking you through a clay table I built out, and it's pretty much for finding e-commerce companies or any company in general running Facebook ads, and then after that you then run the Facebook ad through basically ChatGPT, and you can tell what is going on inside of the image, and you can write your emails or scripts based off that. This is all done through clay, and I have it here, so I'm just gonna like walk through it. This is like super raw, like I'm not even gonna like do anything crazy. Um, this is just a list of 50 e-commerce companies, and long story short, it's just I got their email. This is the TriKit API. I don't actually know if I want to open this because I think my API key is open, but it's just TriKit. Let me see. Let me see. These guys are pretty good at what they do, which is nice. We give that a second to load, and pretty much TriKit. This is looking for an email or an email in general. We got none, which is like okay, that's fine. Let's see. Nope. Yeah, here we are. So email finder, verifier, unlimited free. And then what we did was we then merged columns. So we merged these two columns together. So if there was an email inside this one, then we would run this one. So okay, basically if there's an email in this, we would merge it. But of course there was no email. So I think I can demonstrate though if I put in if I just put in anything, maybe test. It should work. And it should map test over. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. So it just merges the columns. This is just going to error. And then put it through lead magic validation. So all this is they'll run through, validate all of the emails, make sure they're actually like safe to send to. They gave me like Microsoft 365, which is difficult to deliver to now, Google Workspace, etc. From here, we then go to the Facebook. So ideally, we are looking for companies that are scraping for that are running Facebook ads, so we actually need to get their Facebook. And when I say to you, I've done literally everything possibly known to man to figure out how to scrape Facebook ads without trying to just like I literally was so annoyed at all the tactics and little things I tried to do, and this was the easiest. Like trust me, I spent so much time on this, and so pretty much what you do is you have a Facebook URL. This is from an Apollo scrape, and long story short, this is the Facebook URL. Of course, we don't have all of them. And then I just go into Clayagent, which is a thingy that scrapes the web, an AI that scrapes the web. It'll go in and it'll just run this prompt. So I'm going to provide you with the company's website, company name. Your goal is to find their business Facebook page. You're going to match this output, and then this is the output. I give the company name and the company site. And this is interesting. I only have it run if the Facebook URL doesn't exist and if the status is equal to valid. So this just means I'm not wasting credits or just basically wasting money, which is like, I don't think anybody wants to do that, or I hope not anyways. And long story short, we then get that, we output it here. So these are the company's Facebook pages. And then we then map it to a new Facebook column. A quick tip, this is like, I do this for literally like all of my tables. It's so good to map to some sort of master column and just color it a different color because like all this stuff here is just bullshit, and it's like this is great but it's not relevant. Like this is actually all I care about, and this is technically all I care about as well. And then from here we then run an Amplify actor, which is I'll show you this in a second. I have Amplify up here. So Amplify is just a web scraping platform. I will probably make some sort of video on it soon. Hopefully this loads. And this is the Facebook ads library web scraper. As you can see, I've scraped a good few ads with this, and it's 75 cents for 1,000 ads. Pretty much, you basically get this JSON. So I'll just show you now. So I put in my Amplify API key. You can set all that stuff up yourself. I should have another video on the channel going through like the full like clay whatever. So you can have a look at that. Then what we did was I basically selected the Facebook ads library scraper, and then this was the count. So the count has to be 10. So we'll pull 10 ads, and then you just put the URL. I get this from this. So I literally just copy. I can literally watch right. I can do this now. You literally just copy and paste. Go like this. Control V. All of this is here. This should be changed to 10. And then this is just like you just do like the delete and then backslash, and then you come over here, and then it's like okay, where's the master Facebook master? Here we go. Oh, let's just give it a second. I think it's having a heart attack, which is lovely. I love when stuff has heart attacks. So it's just a master Facebook. You put it in here, get, and then after that, we just only run this column if master Facebook column exists and the master email exists. And the reason I'm not doing valid is because the master email, I have a special formula on this where it's like the master email only outputs if status is equal to valid. So this is like, I guess, kind of technical, but it's just like if thing is equal to valid, then you output email. So that means this email is always valid. Because sometimes if you don't have this, the invalid emails will show up and then you have to use the valid one. There's a few different ways of getting around this. Like you just do whatever one is easiest for your life. And then what's nice is you then come back here, you get the found 10 results. So of course some people don't run ads, and like obviously some people just don't run ads. It's like okay. And the best way of doing this is there's an error code. So any of the ones with error codes are either private or they're ads not found or page not supported. So you just don't even like deal with them. So you just have an output for that. And then any of the ones that do not have error code basically has ads running, which is like this. And then like these are basically all ads that this person is running. So if you're looking to target someone that is like, you want them to have a certain amount of ad spend, it's like kind of impossible to figure that out because like they have that in house. So the best way of doing that is to base it off the amount of ads they're running. Like if a person is on LinkedIn, if they're on Google, if they're running Google ads and they're running Facebook ads, they're either testing them all or they're all really successful. Like there's like kind of a dichotomy here, you know? So I think dichotomy is right. Fuck. I don't actually know if that's the right phrasing of that word, whatever. But pretty much you know that. And like put it this way, like this, like obviously I don't do ads. I just send a lot of cold emails. I'm like a spam cat, whatever you want to call me. But pretty much like if they have 10 ads, you're like, okay, like their ads are like kind of working at least, and maybe some of them are inactive, but like they have 10 ads, which means you're testing ads. This one only has 4, so it's like these guys are either just getting started or they're not having success with it. Or maybe it's both. Right? So you can like infer a couple of these things from this. And then from here, you're like, okay, this is great and all, like, what the fuck do I do now? So you just take this and then you run a, I should name this master URL. I got kind of lazy, but whatever. Like when you do this so much, your brain kind of shuts off. But pretty much, this is just merging all of the Appify actors, or sorry, Appify columns into one. And these are all, how do I describe it? These are all images. So basically, out of all of them, only these guys are running images. So if I was to open this URL, right, just like this, it's a life jacket. God, I gotta love life jackets. I don't think I've ever. Oh no, I have absolutely worn a life jacket. It was very useful to stop me from drowning. So thank you for that, whoever invented life jackets. And then basically, I just like obviously I have my little tactics on how I write my emails, etc., and all this bullshit. But like here's a prompt and it's like I want you to analyze this image, give me an in-depth breakdown and of what it is and what is going on. You just map the new column. You only run this actor if the arrow code doesn't exist, if the run apply actor does exist, and if the new column does exist. You then come over here and then basically this is the output, and this shows a personal flotation device, basically a life jacket. And it's like design a material. The material is black with some blue and gray accents. Black with some blue and gray accents. Like, this is so scary, man. Like seriously. And this is what people do, you know? They're like, I'm going to analyze your shit. So gotta love that. I'm part of the problem, maybe. And then it's like shoulder straps. There's a front zip pocket. Let's see, does it have that? Shoulder straps. There's a front zip pocket. Like, come on, man. You know what I mean? So this is how you analyze it. Let's try another one. Let me see. So let's just open this up. So if we come over here, so this is Hit Parade. It's the bracket basketball bracket challenge, March 6th to March 13th. Every purchase is this, whatever. Oh, sorry. The advertisement is for a Hit Parade bracket challenge, which takes place from March 6th to March 13th. It promotes a promotional event where every purchase of $500 qualifies the buyer for a spot in their bracket challenge. Like, come on. Like, you know what I mean? This is some crazy shit. So I hope you enjoyed this. This is just a really quick walkthrough of just stuff you can kind of do inside Clay. So otherwise, I do run a lead gen agency. There's a link in the description. It brings you to a landing page. I'm basically pitching my shit. And if you'd like to like try and I can book you more calls, whatever. If it's not, like, it really doesn't matter. Enjoy and goodbye.